The next article has information on what really makes a world record, and that's one that has met the requirements of the organizations for sport parachuting records, the Fédération Aéronautique Internationale, and the branch of it, the United States Parachute Association, which at that time was in Washington, D.C. The picture that goes with this formation is the night record. We did this with 24 people. We got the National Aeronautic Association's blessing through the USBA. It took 20 men and 4 women jumped together from an airplane at an altitude of 14,000 feet. 4 of the skydivers formed a circle, which is the base, and the 20 others entered the formation, building the rectangular form. The parachutists held the formation for 10 seconds and finally separating at 2,500 feet to open their parachute. 2.5 minutes later, they landed, having broken the world record for the largest nighttime parachute configuration. They call it a configuration, we call it a formation. We have since broken that record. We have a national skydiving record based on the United States Parachute Association for a night 50-way. We did a unofficial record at Eloy, Arizona, just last Thanksgiving, and it was a night 54-way, but can you do it at night? There are other official records that our friends at National Enquirer were involved in. This in color used to be black and white, so they've upgraded. They had an article in the center about 72 at once. Skydivers get a jump on a new world record. This one was certificated and authorized by the United States Parachute Association with the blessings of the FAI, Fédération Aéronautique Internationale. This was in April 3rd of 1983 at DeLand, Florida. This is the picture. The next record wasn't involving National Enquirer. It happened after the Nationals. We did a 100-way formation on July 5th of 1986, and this is the picture that's associated with that. It's a 100-way at Muskogee, Oklahoma during the Nationals, and this is me in that picture. A little bit more than a month later, we broke that record at the World Freefall Convention, and it was a 120-way on August 11th of 1986. Nice picture. We're starting to get more color coded, and I was in the white part of the formation. It helped you get down and find your slot. The next record was also at the convention. It was a couple years later, and it was a 144-way. We changed from the classic center-pointed formation to a 144-way diamond. And 8 was the lucky number for the 144 skydivers who joined together for the largest free fall formation in the world at approximately 5 p.m. on 8/8 of '88 over Quincy, Illinois. The formation held for 8.8 seconds, longer than any of its predecessors. So these were the first formations until we really got formal, and the world team or Roger Nelson or Eloy decided to take over. In 1992 at Myrtle Beach, he set the record at 200 ways. It was done at a nice resort at Myrtle Beach, and that's me right there. The formation after that was the 246 way at Skydive Chicago, organized by Roger Nelson. This is the picture that goes along with that formation, and I'm in a different slot, and I'm this guy right there. After this, we went to Thailand. Thailand is the land of smiles. In honor of His Majesty the King, we did a 280 two-way formation, which is the largest formation at the time, and set a new world record. The Thai have the same colors as the American flag, red, white, and blue. And this is a picture of the world team leader, B.J. Worth, as he gets a round of applause from the record participants. To signal breakoff, somebody would pull in the middle, and everyone would track off. There's my name as a participant. The year after that, or not exactly the year, what was it, 3 years after that, we went to Arizona. Eloy, Arizona hosted the 300-weight large formation, and that's a picture of it, and I'm in that slot right there. It was a cold 20 degrees below at altitude. On one of our first attempts, the visors of the participants froze up with frost and they couldn't see. Some people ripped it off, and others did so after the skydive. The other two formations were held in Thailand. We took the 300 way and broke it with a 357 way. Again, the colors show up more clearly in this one, and I'm one of the ones on the end of this line here. Again, BJ was the organizer, and he gets a big hug. We launched a 8-way piece, and here's me as the participant. The medals we got in Thailand signify the records. This was for the 282, and we also did a mass jump into downtown Bangkok, which they gave us that addition to. This one is for the 357 in 2004, and the last one is the 400 way. The 400 way is the biggest and baddest yet. It was also held in Thailand. We dirt dove as much as we could. We even laid the formation down on the ground. We jogged to the airplane, and this is the picture of the 400 way formation. And let's see, this is from below, so I have to look at it as saying that this would be me right there. We used oxygen by the trailer load. One of the things that came out of this event was that there were 8 people who'd been on the first 100-way, 200-way, 300-way, and 400-way. From left to right, Blaine Wright, Craig Frank, Mike Johnston, Kate Cooper, the lady of the group, Ray Farrell, me, Carl Daugherty, Rusty Vest, also from DeLand, and the person not shown is Truett Miley. Besides large formations, we tried to go bigger. However, the trend is now for sequential, and the people doing the sequential records have a hard road to hoe, because in 2001, on July 17th, 106 skydivers completed 4 points on a jump over Cross Keys in New Jersey. The 3-day camp culminated on Sunday with a successful 3-point skydive. After landing, the jumpers patted each other on the backs and then went right back up to beat their own record, building a 4.106-way, the biggest sequential yet. These are the pictures of the formations. This is me here in purple, and next to me is Annie Brawley, the mother of my child, I.L. The ML Pops, parachutist over 40 Society, has delivered a Pops sequential world record at Skydive DeLand for 4 years running now. On November 19th of 2013, we did a Pops world record 2-point 60-way sequential skydive at Skydive DeLand. On November 3rd of 2014, we did a 2-point 72-way sequential Pops world record. In 2015, we did a 2-point 95-way sequential Pops world record. This is point 1, and this is point 2. This year, this month, on November 7th of 2016, we did a new Pops sequential world record. It was a 2-point 108-way skydive. This is point 1. This is point number 2 of our new Pops world record, and that's me right here. This is the first record that I've done since I had my leg amputated earlier this year. And that's all, folks.